All right, just a couple of minutes. Nobody in stream yet. Probably because I did a bad job advertising. No, that's another thing. Curtis, good morning, good morning. I don't know if any of the mods for KSF are around to make the announcement. But we got Kurt and Puffin. Puffin, weren't you supposed to have a map releasing in October? Or spooky themed? I hear you. How's the new job going? Hey, that's the hard part for everybody, right? Oh, nice. Ooh, new electric vans? All right, we got 1 minute and then we will start. Hopefully, someone will get our announcement posted. I'm so excited to talk about black art. It's so funny. I think that came out like right around the time I started surfing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I had a friend that like played when he was a teenager, and then he got me into it during lockdown, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome. Why did I never hear about this?" Queen of the Ween mentioned. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Otter. Thank you for joining, taking the time out of your workday to hang out. Otter is very well known in the surf community for making hard tech surf. And aside from Queen of the Ween, the rest of the maps kind of follow that um, theme, I would say. Um, I that's something I noticed looking through the maps is Queen of the Ween seemed to be like the most linear, not linear, but like the most, li yeah, standard kind of map. What was like your inspiration when for like starting to map and like learning to map and what was, that kind of deal? Can't hear Otter. Why is that? Let me hang on, my audio's not working.
Mm,
Testing?
hello.
Can y'all hear her now?
Mm, hello.
Okay. Yeah, it
All
looks like
right.
my audio settings just got messed up. So, you
All
started
right.
surf, or you just saw some people talking about mapping and surf, and were like, how do I do that?
Yeah, I think it was like in 2016. Um, yeah, I for a while I was just making like weird stuff. Like I would always mess around and um just kind of recreate like little fun moments that I had in surf, I guess. Like it would be really obscure things like what am I thinking of? There's a stage on I think one of the colors maps where it's like it's not good. It's not like a good stage, but I I remember watching the Sifo record. It was like really um I don't know. I was really impressed the way he was like that he would do really awkward ramps smoothly, and so I would try to recreate that and just similar things like that for like 3 years until I decided I should try to make like an actual map, and then yeah, make Queen.
And that was Queen of the Ween. And was this for one of the KSF mapping contests?
No, I
No?
don't think I had a mapping contest this early, or yeah, not KSF at least.
I remember watching this in tourney. I forget which one, but I know it had calf in it. Might have been one of the upside downs.
I actually don't remember this one in Attorney. I probably just forgot. Um, yeah.
Yeah, so was there any like particular inspiration for that map?
Oh, yeah. So, the main inspiration was ambient. Or is that the name of the map? I don't know why that sounds wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the map, ambient. Um, I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Hold on. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So it's kind of inspired by ambient and then tensile as well. Um, so I think at the time, Snowy was really like obsessed with ambient, and I was like, oh, you'd be the perfect person to make this map with.
Yeah, you can
And I mean,
definitely see the inspiration, like real tight, fast
yeah,
moving.
fast, not quite as like compact. It was an area that is like that, but a little more open, like tensile. And there is a question later that asks for my favorite tier 1 to 2 map, and this is Tensail's up there. I don't think it's my favorite, but definitely one of my mm, first obsessions.
Interesting. Is it just because you like the kind of tight, paced nature of it?
Yeah, it's like super fast, but also there's a couple like early flicks where you leave the ramp early and you kind of float around. I don't know why I was always like obsessed with those, but yeah.
Okay, I like that. You're picking all of Sate's favorite maps right now. And we've got lots of questions too. Let me get those pulled up. I love the what's your scrap to release ratio, and it's just said that's how many R's are in your name.
Yeah. Um, I tried to figure out like exactly how many maps I've scrapped and how many I've released, but there's no like solid number because I think a lot of the I don't know how to explain this. There's a lot of maps that or like a lot of projects that I like change into another project, and the old map, like the old project, was scrapped, but it kind of was recreated. So
That makes sense.
like yeah, technically I finished it, but I didn't finish the old one. Like I, I think it'd probably be like 60% scrapped to 30% or 40% released, something like
Nice.
that.
Um,
Unless you're counting like projects like just started, then it would be like 90 to 10. But
yeah.
yeah.
So have you, all of your maps tend to be, I think this is the lowest tier map you made.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was tier three,
Yeah.
and the rest have been seven or six.
Yeah.
Have you thought about more low tier maps, or do you just really enjoy making the hard stuff?
I do enjoy making harder stuff because it's actually like easier to implement more ideas. But I've definitely tried making easy stuff and they just end up getting hard. Like I end up making it harder than I intend because I just can't help but pick or like put in these ideas that are actually hard.
Yeah, I know a
Like I
lot of.
think this bonus that we're watching or we just finished, that one was supposed to be like, or I didn't even think it was super hard. I thought it was like a tier 4, but apparently it's one of the hardest bonuses, or like one of the harder bonuses.
Yeah, I don't think I ever tried any of the bonuses on this map. Yeah, I know a lot of
Yeah,
people would love to see you try and make something like bugs, but for a lower tier server.
yeah, I thought about making something like that. It'd be an interesting project.
What kind of like um how long do you usually work on a project for?
Um, Usually, I think the shortest time frame I've done, I can't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure this one, Queen, took about, if I had to guess, like 4 to 5 months, and that's like the shortest. That's just because I could probably do this map in like a month, but I think it was really off and on.
Okay, wait. Charlie XC Xbox is a hilarious username. I
Yeah.
love that.
All right. So the lore, the lore behind the name was actually that I used to browse the Pophead subreddit. I don't know why. I just did, and this map is based off of like the names of the songs on a Kim Petras album that are like Halloween themed,
Fuck
and
yes.
someone made a comment that was like Queen of the Ween, and I was like, I'm gonna use that.
That's so good. I love Kim
Yeah.
Petras. All right, so how in the world did you go from making Queen of the Ween to the most controversial SERP map ever? And what was the
um,
inspiration for it? Like, did you set out wanting to like test the limitations of surf? Like, did you have an idea for a falling map? Like, what what caused this to happen?
yeah, I think initially I just wanted to make something like techie, and there's a few weird inspirations that like led it in that direction, I think. Um, I forget the name of the map. I think Sensation. Um, yeah, so Sensation Stage 2, there's a like a little spin into a like a surf into a B hop, and I was always obsessed with this like you could skip the B hop by surfing the ramp, but actually I don't know if you could skip it. At least it wasn't faster, but I still found it really cool. Um,
Let me see if I can't find it.
yeah, but I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so the second or actually third ramp is inspired by that bit
Okay,
on this map.
here's stage two, I think.
Yeah. So it's like right after this spin at the bottom. If you skip the B hop, that was the kind of idea that it's hard to visualize without like seeing it, but that's what inspired this the third ramp, and that kind of gave me mm, not the inspiration for the whole map, but like it was that kind of feel that I liked, and then I ended up just keep making it. I kept making it falling, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make it go faster and faster, and then just absolutely push the limits. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much the idea. It didn't. I didn't start out trying to make this. It just ended up that way.
Nice. It's such a cool, short little map. Um, I love how it sparked so much debate
Yeah.
on like whether or not this counts as surf. Um, I mean, everything in surf counts as surf. Slides are surf, b hops are surf, falling is surf.
We need to get a B-hop map added to Surf. Put
I
one ramp in there.
One of my favorite things that mappers do is add b hop and KZ bonuses just to thwart percentage completion players. Like you'll see someone with 99% completion working on some dumbass KZ bonus.
The Rams B. I forgot the number. How am I on B3? I think the
Oh,
Rams
Rans
B3.
B3. That should be far
Yeah.
more controversial than Blackheart.
I mean that one's just a fun like you set out to you set out to do it. You take 30 minutes out of your day just to walk. It's stuff like that that makes surf so memorable though.
For real.
Even though there's no real surf in there, but it's part of the whole experience.
How did you feel when KSF like denied Blackheart and made you make it a bonus?
So I don't know how to really. I don't know exactly how I was feeling back then. I think it was kind of like I really didn't expect. I didn't expect it to just not get added. I didn't think it was that controversial. um, I would say mostly it was just really surprising, but also I think in the moment I thought it was really funny how like it became a whole controversy. And I mean with that it also made it to like it brought more light to this kind of style, not specifically like super spinny like completely falling, but like just into tech in general. It kind of it got more people thinking about it and like really considering what you can do in surf and stuff.
This
Or
B3,
like yeah.
is this B3? Yes. This looks like
Yeah.
uh it looks very similar to Hell Jumper.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's
Um
and that was just a year later, not even a year. Look at that. All your maps came out in October.
yeah, I started doing that on purpose.
That's funny. Um,
If only I released Blackheart in August, but Revolution got added in October, so technically in a way it was kind of released in October as well.
Puppin said surf rodents when?
Rodents. I don't know. I just don't, I don't know. And I think that's a very good name. I don't think I could at least I don't have an idea for what surf rodents would be even. Like how do I manifest that?
And so what was your idea for bugs then?
Bugs. Okay, actually, so the name Bugs is what I think I like started with really early on because it was supposed to have like actual like bugs, like it was supposed to be really janky, and I ended up just throwing that away and just making it this. Um, yeah, it was supposed to be like really inaccessible and like really um, like I don't know if you've heard what a stair boost is, but I definitely wanted to put stair boosts and like weird stuff in there.
I don't know what a stair boost is.
So it's not really a boost. I think that's just the name we gave it, but it's when you put the stair segments really close to each other, and when you walk up, it like teleports you up.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. You can use it in like really quirky ways. Like you can slide it and then go up and keep your speed slightly. Yeah,
Interesting.
it doesn't. Yeah, just really quirky stuff.
Looking through some of our other questions. Ethics
Yeah.
says why the name change. Old name was sick. I don't know what the old name was.
So the old name was like honestly, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's either Slip or Slife. Um, I don't like. I didn't like that name, so it's too much of like a gamer name. So I just wanted to get rid of it.
I feel
I
that.
wanted something more generic. And the reason I changed the Otter was because I used to watch at this class in high school. Um, it was like you use the computers a lot, but like you never really did work. So half the time everyone was just messing around on the computer, and I would watch Otter videos. These I think yeah, like Japanese people who had pet otters, That was like a pastime in that class.
Nice.
But yeah, the old name. I don't even want to talk about the old name.
Where do you get like your detailing inspiration for like the
um,
design and like appearance of your maps?
so I'll just start with each map. Um, for Queen, also a fun fact, that was supposed to be Blackheart. I wasn't originally gonna name that one Blackheart. Um, imagine, imagine Queen Louise being Blackheart and Blackheart Fair being made. That'd be funny. But the reason I called it Blackheart was to detail it like Blackheart. The original idea I had was for it to be like brushy, like geometry, like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of angles and stuff, like what horse feathers and hardecks always make, and I
Yeah.
guess Mr. Cow and stuff, but with like a dark red vibe. I guess it was just like kind of making the word into a like thing, but it ended up just being a Halloween map, and I don't know. There's not really much to Queen Halloween. Um, mm, yeah, it was just a Halloween map. And then yeah, Blackheart was that, and then Bugs was supposed to be. It's not super obvious on Bugs, but it's like Art Deco. Um, I mean, you see it in a few places, but honestly, when I finished Bugs, I thought it was a lot more nice looking than it actually is.
I
I
think
mean, it
it
doesn't
does
look
look
terrible,
nice.
but I thought it was like high tier detailing for some reason. I don't even know,
Gotcha.
but yeah, it was. I think I looked at Bioshock for like Art Deco references, and yeah, Jitterbug. Yeah, Jitterbug definitely utilizes it more. Um, but
And my favorite of your maps, Hell Jumper.
yeah. So this one's literally just Halo ODST, which is like my favorite game probably, or like one of my favorite games.
Okay, I see
Like
that.
my favorite. That's probably my favorite setting. Um, just like the vibe and the mood of that game.
Ankur
So
asks, best map
go ahead.
ever created?
Yeah, I think this is my best map at least.
I
I think.
This map is perfect. I don't see like I don't know, I've not heard anybody really make any negative critiques of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely really proud of this one. I mean, what made it easy was just stealing assets and throwing it in, but it still looked good. So
This is my dream map for Ghetto Half Sideways. Like I'll never be able to do it, but it's my dream map to
that'd
do
be
it.
cool. But now we did it on 100 Tech, right?
Yeah, but no, he's 100,000
Yeah.
times better than I am. Mhm. I spent
um,
like months learning a tier 3 map, Ghetto Half Sideways, and then he beat the record in like an hour.
that's funny. But actually, Jitterbug specifically was inspired by mostly by this one. I'll see if I can find the image and send it to you. Hold on. It was this one, like, I think it was a movie theater, and it was like green and gold. That's a bad picture. This one. Um, Where should I post this?
You can just send DM it to me.
Okay.
Where's pop out? There we go. A little
But
pixelated, but yeah, that looks cool.
yeah, I mean, that was the idea. It was like glowing green and orange, glowing green and gold lights.
Nice. I actually haven't seen Jitterbug yet.
Oh yeah, the showcase was a little scuffed because, um, well, I don't know. It's not super noticeable, but some of the props, like in the start of stage 2, are the lighting is messed up. But other than that,
Yeah, this does have a
it,
similar texture appearance as bugs, but in a different way, I guess. Like it still has the kind of like tile floor.
yeah, I kind of like freestyled a little more with the detailing and just made like random stuff. But
Did
yeah,
you mean this to be like a follow-up to bugs?
not originally, but like the original idea kind of died, and I was like, I'm just gonna make this more like bugs.
We got tech slander in the chat.
Honestly, I haven't even been keeping up with the chat. It's too much effort.
Yeah. Where did my questions go? What do you think makes a good map? Like what separates the classic, goat maps from the regular
Yeah,
everyday maps?
I think I had an answer for this. I read the question before, but I don't know exactly. I think it's just something that has to have. It has to like. Mm, honestly, I don't know. I don't know a good way to get a short answer.
That's
Um,
okay.
I think an example I had was that like if you look at Elysium One and then compare it to its sequels, there's something just greater about the original map and more iconic. And I don't think that's entirely nostalgia.
Yeah, I
I
think I get
think
what you mean.
yeah, there's like something. It has to hit notes. It has to hit like the right notes, and if it like puts everything together good, then I think it makes that map like a classic. Um, at least for like older maps. Maps today have to have something like interesting about them, unless they're like really really solid. And I think
There,
most of the popular maps. Actually, I don't know.
I think a lot of the popular maps tend to be really hard or really easy to complete, but hard to like PR and WR,
Yeah,
unless they have just like a unique little thing or gimmick.
yeah,
But I mean, especially nowadays, I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, we don't get as much, maybe we do, but like people seem to care more about their maps. I don't really know how to describe it, but like I remember during the Sam's interview, we talked about how some maps just feel like uninspired and like this isn't something you would enjoy playing. Why did you release it?
yeah. I think I think people usually just like when they start a map, they're like really dedicated to finishing it, even if the idea doesn't end up being like super good, which I think is fine. I don't think you have to make a perfect map. Um, like if you just enjoy making something and putting it on the server, then that's cool. But I think someone like me, I have to like if I don't feel the idea is good, I just I throw it away or I give up or I
Yeah,
transform it into something else.
that's cool. When you are first making your maps, are you testing them alone or are you bringing in testers like from the beginning?
Yeah. So mostly it is just testing on my own. Um, I do like once I hit a point or like a spot where I'm like unsure, then I'll throw in a tester and be like, hey, how's this? Is this really weird or is this fine? And yeah, I think for Helljumper actually, I had people testing like even when I had like 4 ramps. Well, yeah, I think actually this map I was making. I started this um after Queen or no after Blackheart. So this was actually I started this before Bugs. Helljumper. I don't know if I mentioned. I don't know if I said Helljumper. Yeah, Helljumper.
That's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. So I had people testing Helljumper from like the very beginning, but like Jitterbug, I kind of finished that and then had to test it.
Interesting. And I think that's Kurt asked, what's the most challenging part of making a hard surf map versus making an easy one?
This one's the hardest question because I can't really think of any challenges of a hard map. I think um
You think making easier
maybe
maps is harder?
yeah, like making a good easy map, especially since I get like if I get an idea that is gonna make the map harder, then yeah, what makes an easy map hard to make is that it's hard to not make it hard. And I guess for a hard map, the difficulty is making it not, I guess, over save locked. But I don't really believe in that. I mean, I do, but I mean, the way my process is that like I'll play the map from the beginning until I get to a point where it's like really inconvenient to just grind just to get to the point that you're trying to like test. Like if you're just doing something really small, you don't want to.
Run the whole map.
Yeah. Um, so I think it is just a balance. Like as long as you step back and like try the map from the start every once in a while, then you're fine. But also, if you are starting from the start every run, then you're gonna build like really good consistency, and then you're not gonna really know what it feels like to play the map, to actually run the map for the first time. So in that way, save logging is actually kind of good.
Okay.
But
Are there
actually,
any tools or plugins that you use a lot when you're working with Hammer?
um,
Or do you have like mapping techniques you want to share?
so the only tools and stuff I use are like compile pal and stuff. Compile pal, whatever. What's the other one? Proper makes props and stuff. Um, yeah, and Blender. I use Blender a little bit. Um, it use this thing called source ops, so you can convert convert it into a source model. But yeah, other than that, I don't really use anything else. And for mapping tricks, I do have a couple. And this first one, I would recommend like everyone does this because it's super convenient. If you set your 3D view move speed to the max, and then you put acceleration, I think it's acceleration time, set that to like 1.5 seconds. And so when you do that, you'll still have movement like precise movement if you move for a second, but if you hold it down and go straight for a while, you'll cross the grid in like 2 seconds. So it's like super convenient. I see a lot of people like struggle to like when they want to go to another part, they like hold W with their like kind of low speed, and then they'll like spam the scroll wheel to get there super quick.
Mm.
Um, but I think setting the speed like that makes it like super convenient. And there's another thing. I mean, there's a lot of little things that I can't really. I'd say actually for a hell jumper, a texture alignment technique I used was that you could I have a video. Hold on. I can send you the video I have.
Perfect.
Um
So you just have that one collab with Snowy, right?
yeah, well actually what's funny, I was reviewing this and I forgot about Honey. Honey I Shrunk the Surf from the contest.
Honey, I Shrunk the Surf?
Yeah. It wasn't added to the server. Well, because we never finished it.
Do you know if there's a video of it?
It should be in the let me see if I can find that one. I'll find that one before the tool thing.
Okay.
Um, like, I forget what year it was. 2021? Actually, I think Creelington. Hold on. I think Creelington uploaded it. Okay, yeah, here it is. Um, oh, that's the wrong one. I sent the texture element thing. Oh, I sent it again. I don't know why it's not copying. Yeah, why won't it copy?
All right, everybody.
Okay,
Quick poll.
there.
What's the best Otter map? So what was this a collaboration with?
This was with Sagan, which Sagan actually did most of the work here, but um, yeah, it very out of my element with this map. This one's a Sagan stage. It's really cool actually, like surfing through a bedroom. He did so much work in that month time frame. It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a
And this
ton
one,
of detailing work.
yeah, this bathroom stage is mine now. You jump on this sponge. Serve rats. This one serve rodents. Oh yeah, this pink stage is also mine. And then I think this is the last one. And this one's Sagan's.
Why did this not get added?
We never finished
Never
it.
finished it.
Yeah, we still have it hanging around. There's a few times where we sat down, we're like, okay, how are we gonna finish this? And we just never did it. This map actually won, I think, third place. we never, we never completed it. Um,
Helljumper won the vote. I'm glad everyone agrees with me.
Yay.
Yeah, Spring Mapping Contest 2020, unreleased, unfinished. That's so funny.
It was 2020? Wow. Wait, so I did this contest and then I made Blackheart.
Yeah. Okay, I have this open twice. Texture alignment. Do I need sound for this video?
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah, the basic idea is that you apply the texture to a different brush, and then um, you cut out the part of the texture you want to align, and then if you align that brush with the geometry that you want to texture, then or actually an extra step, you have to turn on um, that button where you can if you I forget what it's called, like fit to scale or something, so that whenever you change the dimensions of the brush, it'll keep the texture, and so in that way you can align stuff because there's no like UV editing, so it's really frustrating to like manually do everything.
Okay.
But yeah, little little trick.
And so you said Helljumper was, yeah, your favorite or the one you're
Yeah,
most proud
definitely.
of?
Yeah.
How do you think Jitterbug compares?
Mm, I'm not even as happy with Jitterbug as I am with Bugs, honestly. I mean, I think they're probably even, but I think the main thing with Jitterbug is I think the first stages are kind of lazy, like stage 1 to 3. They're kind of, I mean, they're fine, but I don't know. I guess I'm not. This is supposed to be a really quick project, so I didn't spend too much time on like making crazy ideas or anything, even though there are a few cool ideas. Like stage 5 is just a bonus on Anubis, but I readjusted stuff. Um, yeah, I actually made stage 1 to 6 in a day. And stage 7 I made throughout the other days, like a week or so.
Okay. Chat, anybody got questions? Otter has to work today, so we can't stick around too long.
I have enough time. I work in like I don't know, like 4 hours or like 3 hours. So yeah, we're good.
Yeah, what do you have in the works? Do you have
In
anything
the works.
planned or in the works?
So I do have a secret map in the works. That's mm, it's supposed to be a really big project, so you're probably not gonna see it even within the next year or so, like even the next couple years. Um, that's half because it's really ambitious, but also half because I'm very off and on, and yeah,
Okay. Do you have any dream collabs or
dream collab.
people
Oh
that you
yeah,
want to work
so
with?
um, I wanted to start with like older mappers because I was actually looking through like old mappers, and I realized that some of these old mappers are just like so underrated. Well, actually, I don't even know if they're underrated, but they're underrated in my head at least. Like Billy,
Yeah.
like he has so many good maps. Like Artifacts is just so good. Um, I can't. I forgot. I forgot what the other maps were. Um, Hold on. Oh yeah, he made that stage on Sensation. Actually, no, he didn't make that stage. He made Compact. That's like one of my favorite maps. Underworld is so
Compact.
good. Um, the Kinesius maps are classics. Those are the Kinesius maps are like original jank, or like not original jank, but like it's like a real good map, but it's like janky at the same time. There's something really fun about that.
Oh, I remember this map.
Actually, had record on Compact too.
Shh. Oh god, my phone's ringing.
Um, but Billy, I don't know how a collab would even work. I would not be good at collabing with like a generic project, but um, other old mappers like Sangre are obviously Sangre, the Spy Complex. How do I word this? Spy Complex likes Sangre. I don't know. I was gonna word that differently, but yeah. Scar. Scar is really good too. Let me look at the map Scar made. Um, the distance, of course.
Surf the
One
distance.
day. Scar makes a lot of like maps I would label like epic, like not like literally epic, but like the literary genre. Like I would equate this to like the Odyssey or something. Um, as for collab, I don't really know. I don't really have no. I don't know how that would work, but um,
Who are your favorite, like, do you have favorite new, like, modern surfers or newer surfers? Or not surfers, mappers, I'm sorry.
mappers. Yeah, I've always been a fan of Spy Complex, obviously. Um, that was also one of my like biggest inspirations for Blackheart was to make something techy that was kind of um, I don't know how to describe the exact like feeling because it's not just like that's what Spy Complex makes. It's like it's a specific thing, I guess. Uh,
Spy is
Lost
known
my train of thought.
for making, hard, techy bonus stuff that people don't
Yeah,
necessarily vibe with. At least not on
yeah.
a
I think
like wide scale level.
yeah. At least not until recently, but um, like Replicant is such an underrated map. I like that map is so good, but it's not really played that often.
I forget which one
Um,
Replicant is. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just such a good map. Like when he was working on this, I asked to test, and I was like playing. I think I played for 13 hours straight. Or no, I think that's an exaggeration. I think I played for like at least 5 hours straight. I played for like a whole day, I think, and I got like carpal tunnel from it. And this was just testing. The map wasn't even out yet.
That's so fun. Do you have a favorite ramp or a favorite map?
Favorite map?
I know you've talked about
I don't know if
some maps you really like, but is there like one that sticks out as like, your favorite?
yeah, probably this map, probably Replicant. Even I mean, I don't really play it that often, so maybe that's not a good. The maps I put so much time into are usually like older, jankier maps. Um, but I don't really think it's really fair to call those my favorite maps. Like I kind of want to pick something that's more like complete. And I would say Replicant is definitely probably one of my favorites for sure.
And is there like a favorite ramp or like
Favorite ramp.
transition or technique that someone has done that you like?
Um, I can name so many things, but I think one of the most iconic things are like the thin, long ramp, like um, like the thin, tall ramp that's skinny. So like you fall down and you don't surf. It's like the one on stage two.
I was like, I just saw what I think you're talking about.
It's yeah, a little bit before this, I think. Yeah, here.
Like this.
No, it's after this part. It's the after the spin. Yeah, that tall, skinny ramp, stuff like that. I don't know.
Okay.
There's something really brain itchy about like it just scratches your brain. Like you're falling and then you land on this perfectly fitting ramp to match your falling with, I guess.
Nice.
um, there's definitely other things. Um, oh yeah, the ramp, like a b hop, a b hop into a ramp, like where you, um, like the second ramp on Hell Jumper, where you b hop into the ramp and you have to like b hop as close as possible.
Yes.
Those are really cool. I like those. Even though they're kind of annoying, but they're wonderful.
I have no complaints. This is a perfect map. I've never played it, but
um,
it's perfect.
but yeah, what are some other cool ramps? I guess maybe not a ramp, but like crevices. I just love the idea of crevices where you go into like a tight space. I don't
and
know if there's any left.
have to like set yourself up for an angle.
Yeah, like the first two are like there's a couple gaps at the beginning of here, like after the second ramp, and then after the third ramps. Those
Yeah,
little crevices. There's something so brain itchy about those two.
love it.
Um, Actually, we can go back to like projects I'm working on because there's stuff that I think there's old projects I want to revive, and then there's also like new ideas I have. Um, what do I start with? What's an old project? Um, Actually, I forgot what I had ideas. Oh yeah, so yeah, the original idea for Jitterbug. I want to actually retry that idea. So Jitterbug was supposed to be like you could probably notice that there's a lot of weird like start zones on Jitterbug.
Yeah,
Um, there's yeah, the original idea was that they're all gonna be really short stages, like the length of stage one, basically. But they're all gonna have like a unique start zone. Um, that kind of fell apart when I started making the stage longer, and then I made it into a more serious map. But I do want to go back to that. I want to make it like really, really short stages with like quirky, quirky stuff and quirky start zones.
I like that.
Um, I definitely, yeah, I really want to revisit that. Um, yeah, I'll probably make maps. I might make maps in the period between or like before I release the big project. So I'll have like smaller projects that I, just get out there, get my ideas out. And then the big project, I'll slowly build up to that one as I'm doing those other maps. But yeah, um, I've had a lot of ideas. Like I've always wanted to make, like I said, that kind of an epic map where it's like super long and like in an epic like book, for example, like there's like very iconic like fights or whatever. Like oh, you
Hmm.
fight the Cyclops or whatever. I actually never read the Odyssey, but I'm just kind of guessing. But like
That did
an
happen.
iconic. Yeah, okay. I knew there was a Cyclops, but for like a surf map, you could have like an iconic challenge, like an iconic ramp that's like uniquely hard, and like that's the Cyclops, or like that's a certain battle that you have in like the long journey, and there's like 5 or 10 of those.
I love that. That would be fun.
um, a lot of my ideas are usually like I have two ways of executing them, or like multiple ways of executing them. So another epic map I wanted to do was heavily inspired by Zoomathon, where um, the actual initial idea was that I was like a super easy map that's like 3 minutes long, but a huge focus on like units, um, to a point where like you sacrifice cuts everywhere in the map just to gain units. And so whoever like a rank one time versus G one time, the world record would have like 1,000 plus more units the than the G one time, just because of how unpunishing the intent is. I don't know how possible it is to do that. I mean, I tried. I made a little bit, but some of the cuts are already kind of punishing on speed. So it's definitely really, really hard to execute perfectly.
That is
But
a good idea or a fun idea.
yeah,
Um, Yoshi said, "What's the best surf map name?"
their map name. Mm, that's a good question. I have to look at a list.
Or worst
um,
surf map name?
um,
And is it Jizz Nipples?
honestly, no. That map is that name isn't terrible. It's it's intriguing. It's like whoa, but like I think a bad name would be something like I think today mappers make their maps with like a generic name. Like I guess a good execution of this is Atonement. That's like a good execution
Great
because I
map.
feel like it fits in a way somehow. It kind of just works. Um, but like, what's a map that is like generic but just is unsatisfying of a name? Um, Let me look at new maps. um, Man, maybe I should maybe I should say insects. No. Um, Mm, actually, a lot of these new maps are kind of good. Maybe Emerald. I don't even remember what Emerald is. I just if the name isn't represented in the map, then I'll say that's a bad name. Okay, no, it is kind of represented. It does kind of look Emerald, but I don't know. I'm not gonna really. I don't want to continue too much on this one.
Now Sue says autosave is pretty uninspired. I literally didn't even bother naming the map when my hammer crashed.
Autosave. Oh, I mean, it
That's
has lore
really
though.
funny.
Is that the one I beat? I forget. Wait, hold on.
It's on stream.
Oh no, I haven't beat it. Wait, I didn't.
I don't think I've tried this one yet. What tier is this now? 6? That's probably why I've never tried it.
It's tier 5.
Same thing to me.
I swear I played this. Oh, maybe I haven't.
Tier 4? I could do tier 4. I could do tier 5 if I wanted to try and care. It's just so hard to find the motivation.
Yeah, it was Enigma. The Enigma was the map I beat,
Alright, so no
which is a
maps that
pretty
you
good map
really
too.
don't like the names of.
Yeah, none that I can think of right now. There are definitely ones in the past, like maybe Surf Technical. I I tried to advise against Spencer to use that name, but he was like, I already made the prop, the title of the prop. I just think using the name Technical is like, I don't know, it feels cheap.
Yeah,
But I mean, the map's cool.
I can understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like calling a
my
unit map
that's my
surf
next
unit.
map, serve unit. Unless you made it like the you added like a lore to it where it's like you're a unit surfing or like it's in a unit like a factory or something. I don't know. Or like a robot. Like you're surfing inside a big robot, a unit.
Surf vote for this one.
So vote for this one. That's a great name. I'm a huge fan of that one.
I forgot about that map, but I do remember always seeing it.
Such a classic. Pretty good. It's a good map too. Um oh yeah, I don't think we the question for tier 1 to 2 maps. I did kind of answer it,
Yeah, we
but
talked about that
I
at the
think
very start.
yeah, but that Tensai wasn't my favorite. Um I did make a list. I went through the I went to the beginner server and I looked at all the tier 1 to 2 maps. And I think the one that I ended up picking was Elements. That's um
The TF2 map?
yeah, no, this map there should be a record. But I think the record would look a lot cooler. Um I think it's like elements underscore beta 3. I think that'll give you the results for the
Yeah,
I think it's a calf
calf.
record. Yeah. I just love the last two stages of this map. Like they're so fun. The first stages are cool too. Like,
I think I hated this map.
yeah, no, I can definitely see like if you're not like grinding for record checkpoints, you could probably not enjoy this map as much. But
Now says
in my
bring
opinion, all the
back names
stages,
like these.
I'm gonna put a no jail version out there. But yeah, this map has like the ramps are really short, so it's kind of more technical in a way because the ramps are so short.
Yeah,
But then on this stage, this little spin and the way you land on the ramp, I was so obsessed with. And then you flick early off the next ramp. It's just so satisfying when you do it like really good.
I get that.
And yeah, last stage is cool too.
Fruss? Do you mean fruits or fruss? What is fruss?
Bruce, that one, I don't have much to say about that one. I don't really remember it too much.
Oh, someone we talked about this map a couple interviews ago. If not this map, then another map where objects were just like moving in front of you that you could run into.
We need more moving objects in Surf. We need to bring them back.
Or it's just like if you started your run at the wrong moment, then you're fucked because there's just a
Yeah.
wall in the way later.
There's a imagine just a rotating wall or like a door that opens and closes in
Yeah,
10-minute intervals. So if you don't start, um, you have to wait 10 minutes after it closes to do your run.
I love that. That would be so stupid. I love stupid shit. I
Yeah.
like everything I do for the lulz.
There is I think this is supposed to be secret right now, but there is something in the works that is kind of pretty dumb, but also really cool. Kind of a collab thing. Kind of, it's also the reason I didn't name any new mappers because that's kind of the answer. But yeah, when that does come out, if it does, I hope it does because it's really cool. Um, yeah, those are basically like all my dream collabs in one map. Oh, well, not all of them. I mean, it's just a few, but um, yeah, I can't say more about it because I think it's supposed to be secret.
So we missed you having a map in 2021 and in 2023.
2023. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah. I thought you were saying you forgot to put honey in there, and then I thought you
Mm.
found another one. I was like, wait a minute, and
Oh
I
yeah,
thought like,
no. Honey was 2021? No, 2020.
yeah,
It was right before
um,
Blackheart.
yeah, I'm not really sure what was I doing in 2021 that I wouldn't make a map. I think that was like the era of like failed projects, where I would start a project and I'd be like, eh, and then because that was when Helljumper started as well, and I never finished that. Yeah, that was the era of failed projects. And then 2023, I was just completely inactive in Surf. Like if you check my like broke my records in 2023 for KSF, I have like two items in there. Like I beat two maps or something. That was it for the entire year.
Nice. It's
So
crazy how
I
you
don't know.
went from like of the five maps you have, three of them are like classic, unforgettable maps. Like Blackheart Bugs,
Yeah,
Helljumper are all so unique and so heavily played.
yeah. I'm proud of. I'm proud of all of my recent projects for sure. Well, not recent, but like all of them except for Queen, because Queen was kind of not. I mean, it was good, but it was a first map, so
Yeah.
um,
Do you feel locked in to that kind of like tight, spinny technical surf, or do you think you could make
yeah.
something
Well,
different without like feeling like you're betraying the Otter style?
um, yeah, I definitely tried making different things, but they don't excite me as much as like the tight, spinny style. There's like, okay, the kind of vibe that I really enjoy about like tight, spinny maps is that it's kind of exhilarating. Like you're going so fast past all these objects and you're like dodging everything in like a quick succession. To me, that's like so that is like the most satisfying way you could um yeah, like the most satisfying way to beat a map is like if it's spinning and like fast and yeah.
Okay, I like that. So you want to feel like challenged, at your like reactiveness and stuff, rather than
Yeah.
just your ability to hold units.
Yeah, actually speaking of like reacting, oh this might go um a little bit on a side rant thing, but well maybe not. Maybe it'd be a short thing, but okay, let me just get to it. The an idea I've had for a while that I mean I don't really know how to implement, but like a surf, not a map, but like kind of a separate game that I always wanted to make was something that's like um it's mm, basically it's in like a unique um like a unique stage that you play, and when you fail it generates like a completely different stage, so you have to beat the stage first try without any like learning. And I wanted to make something that was like so intuitive but also fast and exhilarating, to where like you did all this with no like you didn't even know these obstacles were there and you just did it based off reactions.
All right. So just like a map
Like
that you can't
yeah,
practice.
yeah, so yeah. I don't know how to implement that, but
That
like
sounds
the inspiration
impossible.
for that yeah, the inspiration for that is like if you surf a map backwards, like I do this a lot where I'll no clip and make a save lock going backwards through a map, and you just try to react to everything backwards. Um, or like you take a different like route, for example, like you just do your own little trick on the spot.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that that like it's so satisfying whenever you like I was playing Adrift I think yesterday actually, and um I saved a run by like going backwards and then back forwards. And it's stuff like that that I kind of want to recreate somehow. But yeah, it's a very
Surf
vague
dodgeball,
idea. Yeah.
where objects just get thrown at you, and you're like, oh no, switch ramps.
But yeah, that's all really. Um yeah.
I don't have a ton of specific like questions. Did you do any kind of like mapping or like level editing in other games before Surf?
Um I did do I mean I didn't make any of these maps like official or anything, but me and my friends would always mess around in Forge mode on Halo 3. that was like that was like our main pastime was just like um because in forge mode you can just spawn an item, and
Yeah.
if you turn into the little monitor or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you can like control the objects. I don't know if you've seen the memes of like Run, he's got a rotating grid, because in Halo Reach you could spawn a giant grid and you can just like throw it at players and you can kill them. And it would make like I think I was the one who did that most, and it would make my friends so mad. um, but yeah, sometimes we would actually build things in Halo 3. Um, and the fun part about Halo 3 is you couldn't lock anything in place. So if you wanted to make something like floating, you would have to put the object on top of the other object and then take the other object out of the bottom, and then it'll make the object on top float. And so you can make that's like how you can make structures. Um, what an era! I wish I could go back to times like that. And just doing stuff in Forge mode.
Yeah. I had so much fun playing like Halo 2 when I was, 14, 15.
Yeah, I think Halo 3 was actually my first like shooter.
Halo 1 was well, actually, I guess like Wolfenstein or Doom
Mm.
for like Windows 95 was probably my first shooter.
Interesting to grow up in
Duck
different
Hunt.
eras of gaming.
Does Duck Hunt qualify as a shooter?
Duck Hunt.
I had a friend do a
Um,
drag show, and they went as the hunter from Duck Hunt.
I don't even know what. All I can think about. Wait, let me look it up. Duck Hunt. I think I've seen it before. Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't know what anything looks like. The hunter. Is the
I
hunter the dog?
No, they just wore like camo clothes and had like a stuffed dog and
Oh.
like stuffed ducks that they would like toss and then
Oh.
shoot. Uh,
That's cool.
they did. Would you ever submit a map for a contest? Yeah, it is weird. You haven't really had. Well, you had the spring one with
Yeah.
Sagan. Would you do one by yourself?
Um, I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to commit yourself to a contest map because they're 2+ months long nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they've since the first one they've always been 2 months at least, but yeah, like the honey was a 1 month contest. So like 1 month, even though it's shorter, is like easier because you have less time. You have less. It's a smaller period to commit to.
Yeah.
But if it's 2 months, it's like, oh, I don't want to force myself into this. um, like I want to have other hobbies during this time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I mean, maybe maybe really long in the future if they're still doing those, then maybe. Um,
Um, I don't know what else I have to ask or talk about. Anybody in chat have something on their mind? Something they wanted to ask Otter? Did you have anything you wanted to plug or talk about?
um, I mean, when I first thought of this interview, I did think of like how I actually discovered surf, so I could go into that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, now did ask
So,
earlier and I forgot to ask. Will we ever see
uh,
the black heart bonuses anywhere, like used in another map?
um, probably not. I mean, the other two, I have the spree bonus and the Sheena, spree and Sheena. I've offered to let them reuse the bonuses since I wasn't added, and I don't think they really care. But momentum. I mean, yeah, you can get the bonuses on momentum at least. Whenever that's official, I don't know.
It's finally out of beta or not beta. It's finally out of
Yeah, it's in
what
playtest or
yeah,
like public playtest.
public playtest.
Yeah, you can play it right now on playtest, but obviously it's not like official. Um, but yeah, I don't really want to put it into anything else
All
because in
right.
my opinion, I mean, the bonus is really, or at least bonus three. It's not really like a perfect bonus or anything. Like it's cool, but do you actually know the trick with that one B hop
Absolutely not.
on B3? So this is a not that one, but the one before. Um, Basically, I was playing 666 one day. I think on stage four, the end has the end is a hole, and there's a flat floor into like a slanting downward like thing. And if you snipe it perfectly, you slide on the flat floor, and then it like sucks you down onto the slanted floor. So you slide downwards after you're going straight like forward, and then you get sucked down. And so basically, that B hop after it's the second to last like section. You have to crouch. Actually, do you crouch? I think you crouch and then slide. You have to slide down the B hop a little bit and
Oh,
then
right
jump.
here.
So you can, yeah, yeah. So you slide down a little bit because if you jump too early, you either like hit your head on the front of the wall or you'll head hit too hard and you won't be able to make the angle.
Interesting. That looks so
Yeah.
hard.
I remember Granis was like crazy with that. He's like, like those are it's such a cool mechanic, and yeah, it is really cool.
All right. So how did you get started surfing?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember the exact like month. I tried so hard to find the exact month. But I think it was April 2014. Um, I was kind of into CS:GO. Like I was playing CS:GO, like regular CS:GO, like a weirdo. um, and I watched. I don't know how much Summit I watched, but I tuned into a Summit stream and he was playing Surf Depressing, and I was like instantly like intrigued. I was like, I was like, this is CS:GO, but he's like flying around on the ramps. He's like just floating around the map, and yeah, it was on stage two, I think, and from that time, I was pretty much locked into surf. Um, yeah, I've tried to find that stream. There's archives of streams in that time frame, but I couldn't find one where he's even surfing. Or no, there's ones where he's surfing, but not surf depressing.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I got on a server called FFG. I think Fragfest Gaming, which is the server that Quick is from. We used to serve on the same server, which is pretty cool. Um, which is not the only crazy coincidence with me and Quick. We used to basically live almost in the same rural town. I think we used to shop at the same Walmart,
Wait,
but
are you also from Missouri?
no, this was in Oklahoma
Oh, what?
when I
Quick
lived when I lived there.
is Quick from Oklahoma?
I think he said he lived there.
I thought Quick was
I don't want to.
from Missouri.
He probably lives there now, as far as I
Gotcha.
know. Because I think he said he used to live there. I think he was playing GeoGuessr one stream. And he was like, "This is my town. This is the town I used to live in." And I was like, "Wait a minute. This is this is this is literally where I used to go to go to Walmart."
That's so
Um,
funny.
yeah. From that server, Ashmore was the owner. I think the owner or like the lead admin or whatever. He made Juturna, Surf Juturna, and is there another map? Actually, I don't know. But yeah, this is the one I remember he made. Ashmore. Um,
I do remember this map. There's so many surf maps lost on Go servers that never made it to CS
yeah,
to KSF.
I still want to see Abyss. Abyss on KSF. It's not that good of a map, but I remember that was like one of the first um tier 6 maps that. Cause yeah, on FFG there was like 6 tier 6 maps, and this was one of them. And I used to watch this guy named it's like an anime name or something like Kuro Yukihime or something. Kuro Yukihime. Um, yeah, this I was amazed by this ramp. I was like, whoa, it's so cool. And then this stage is really funny. This teleporting
What 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 do they call that?
telehop
Yeah, telehop.
or yeah.
Yes, very old school vibe.
Yeah.
It, I mean, it's recorded in Square. It's very old.
Yeah. Got the
Like
square monitor.
who recorded in a square aspect ratio? I actually do remember square monitors. That was a time.
Yeah, and this upward spin into a downward spin. That was amazing to me.
Do
It
you
was
have
just great. Like,
mechanics in Surf that you hate?
um, not really. I mean, there's just a time and place for everything. Honestly, like as long as like the mechanic is implemented in a cool way, or even if it's like a cool mechanic and it's implemented terribly, I'm still gonna be like, wow, that's cool. Like I can't hate on
I think this was my favorite, like, map that no one plays.
Prey 2. Um, I don't think I played this.
Oh, it's
Is this on the
so
server?
fun. I believe so. Yeah, it definitely is.
I think I remember this was one of the very first, like when they first started doing QA testing. This was like one of the first ones that they tested, or like it was around like that beginning era.
I had so much fun learning this on 85 tick, and then I moved to KSF and had to learn it again. The end is unforgivable.
Oh,
taking
like
wrecks
okay,
on
so
random servers. That was so fun. Like that was probably my favorite part of playing on GFL is like you could pop into a map and fast forward and take records because no one had tried it.
I got banned out of a Gmod server because they thought I was cheating. Because they had like ground accelerate super high, so if you set your yaw speed to like 500 and just at when you touch the ground, if you did a 360 really fast, you get like 500 units instantly. And so they saw that and banned me. They're like, "Yeah, that's cheating."
Yeah. I was on like water skill or banjo, one of those old maps that always gets played. The one with the ladder. Is that
Yeah,
banjo?
water run.
Yeah, water run. I remember doing like me and another person just going back and forth, taking like stage one fast forward rec because no one had played it yet.
Oh, so fast forward is like a mode where it's
Yeah,
like
it's a mode where everything
accelerated
is,
time.
yeah, faster and harder. I used to love playing fast forward in slow motion on those servers.
Yeah, that's I would play like that just randomly. Like if I got bored like mapping, I would set time scale to 2 and or like do some random stuff and mess around.
Yeah, I wish they had those kind of like fun surf modes on KSF. The closest thing is just go on 100 tick and they'll let you b-hop where you're not allowed to b-hop on 66.
Yeah. Did they ever remove that skip on I think what is it called? Resort? There's a skip where you can I forgot entirely what it even is.
I think
You
I
can
know
like
what
b
you're
hop the
talking
side.
about.
You can b hop the side and like go outside of the map.
Yes, yes. I remembered learning this on 85 tick. You like b-hopped this little wooden thing at the bottom to get extra
Oh really?
units. And then I
Wait,
think you would 180 to go outside the map.
yeah. Yeah. I I don't know if I found that independently. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, actually, I probably did see it in on like Horizon or something.
I wonder if there's an old enough video that has that skip.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So resort, mm, maybe 85 tick. Oh, that's what you searched. Resort.
No.
That's a source record. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything.
But yeah, it was a fun map.
Yeah, pretty cool. Um, and fun fact, I'm pretty sure I was on that map when when I had that like conversation about mapping, like when I first discovered that you could just download Hammer and start mapping. Because I think actually, so I think Wally made that map, and he was either in the server or we were talking about him, and that kind of clicked in my head, like, oh, people actually like make maps,
Yeah,
and I was like, how do you even do it? How do you even start? And yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, I need to get some lunch. Do we have any last minute questions or anything you wanted to talk about real quick?
Um, I'm just reading the chat real quick.
Somebody go live so I can raid you. Jay, I will be uploading the VOD as soon as stream's over, and then it'll also get uploaded to YouTube. Is it this? Yeah, there's the links, and there's also a Discord so you can get announcements and see the schedule for the interviews. Next month we are interviewing. Is it Kurt? Who's next month? Next month is Kurt. King Curtis. Um, I'm about to stand over them. Some Capo, go live. I need a raid target.
um,
Oh, why not? Now go live. Koba, who is haha yeah 179?
isn't that SNC?
They are surfing. All right, perfect. All right, thank you everybody. I'll see you in a few weeks or next month for Kurt.
Stream. Bye.
Thank you, Nasu. I might be back on later after I get some food. I need to clean the house and do laundry though. Why did the raid button not work? There it goes. All right, everybody, let's go blow up this surfer.
Oh, explosion. All right. Um, yeah, thanks for having me, I guess.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for taking part.
Mm-hmm. I'll see you later.
Yeah, have fun at work.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.